What's up, Aquarius? Welcome to your May reading. This is for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. We'll be taking a look into the month ahead to see what messages need to come through for you, get some insight, wisdom, guidance, and overall see what's going on for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. I hope that you're doing well. I am now open for personal readings, so if you'd like to book one with me, the information for that is in the description down below. If you want to follow me over on my other social media, I do have Instagram and TikTok, both the Jadestone Tarot, so you can find me over there. And let's get right into this reading. See what messages Spirit has for you, get some insight, wisdom, guidance, and overall see what's going on for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in May 2022. Hold on, let me get my focus straight. My dog is kind of distracting me today, so we'll blame it on her. Messages for Aquarius for the month of May 2022. What's going on for my Aquarians? What do they need to know? Any insight, wisdom, guidance? Oh my gosh, wow, starting off strong here. We have the Otter, which is the happiest card in the Animal Spirit deck. Okay, damn, what the fuck? We got the Shark, we got the Firefly, we got the Dragon. The Firefly came out for Capricorn, just did their reading. If you have any Capricorn placements, you may want to give that reading a listen. So we have water, air, and the element of spirit coming through here. So there's a lot of divine protection around you, and this is a month of where you're going to be seeing things clearly. Let's see, what do we want to talk about first? I kind of want to talk about this Shark and Firefly energy. I'm going to move these cards. So there is a situation here that's calling you to be honest with yourself, because it's like, it's a situation that keeps on resurfacing, or it keeps on coming up for you to deal with, but it's almost like you've been avoiding it or pushing it away, or just kind of like not wanting to acknowledge something or someone, or even like your emotions. It's probably relating to your emotions. And it seems like this comes up every now and then, and the fact that it came out next to the Firefly is talking about like sudden bursts of like insight or information or an idea, or it's very quick, it's very sudden. And so with these two cards coming out together, I would say that like whatever it is that you've been avoiding, it keeps coming up unexpectedly and randomly, and it's like you keep trying to dodge it, or you keep trying to like, you know, avoid, but it's like Spirit is saying that you can't avoid whatever this is any longer, and you're gonna have to face whatever this is. So hopefully we'll figure out what that's talking about. But it looks like this month is the month where you're going to have to face it head on. And, you know, that is fitting. We are in eclipse season, which is in Taurus, Scorpio, fixed energy. You'll definitely be feeling it since you're a fixed sign too. We also have Mercury and Pluto retrograding now. So there's that energy at play. So there's going to be a lot of things to look at and to acknowledge. And yeah, have fun with that. No, but this is going to be a positive month for you, for sure. We have the Otter out here. It's indicating that you guys are really staying true to you. This is all about authenticity and having fun and just being lighthearted and playful, and removing any of those restrictions or those fears, like not living in fear, living in love. And it's great. And it allows you to see things clear as day. It allows you to move forward in your truth. Some of you are also focusing a lot more on your health, your wellness, what you're eating, what you're intaking, the water that you're drinking, making sure you drink enough water, resting well, just like really focusing on your physical health, right? Stretching, things like that, making sure you're getting your vitamins if you're deficient in anything. Which, oh shit, you guys, I forgot to take mine today. I forgot to take mine with my lunch. And that just came back to me, and I'm not even Aquarius, right? So thanks for the message, you guys, because I completely forgot about that. So anyways, let's just move on. Let's pull some fairy cards and see what other messages are coming through. So I'm not getting too much. You know, you might be feeling really creative. It's going to be a good month for you to get busy, start new projects, to initiate those new ideas that you've been thinking about pursuing. That's too many cards, so I'm not going to take that stack. I kind of feel like your emotions this month could be fluctuating. Like, for the most part, you're pretty good. For the most part, you're pretty positive, optimistic, but there's moments where, yeah, like these dark darker, heavier, more uncomfortable emotions come up. Just how the shark is behind the otter, and the otter is like, la 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 la, like, I'm just in my happy little bubble, and I'm just chilling, I'm just vibing, everything's pretty good, and then it's like, it's like the shark is coming, and it's like, you don't even know it, and it's like, there's like, all of a sudden you could be out and about with friends, family, having a good time, and then all of a sudden, like, your mood just drops and you're like, uh-oh, I want to go home. I feel like shit. Like, that's kind of the vibe I'm getting from that. So, yeah, let's pull some fairy messages, see what's going on for Aquarius. But yeah, it's like there's that underlying, like, fucking, what was that film? Jaws theme starts playing in the background and you're like, uh-oh, I don't like this. I feel something's coming. We have Lies to the Shadow, number 44. Oh, yeah. We also have Nelly's the Alchemist and the Pook. Alright. Let's talk about this. To be honest, two of these cards I'm not familiar with. I'm getting way more familiar with this fairy deck, but to be honest, these two, I need to grab the book real quick. I'll summarize it in my own words, but I just honestly need a refresher because I haven't seen that card in a minute. It has not come out for me. So, Lies of the Shadow. See, like, I don't even have this shit highlighted. Like, most of these pages are, like, highlighted and underlined. Like, I've taken my own, like, notes on this, but not this card. Okay, so Lies of the Shadow. Healing of the Shadow's addictions. Oof. Bondage and self-esteem. This is all about, like, your self-respect, your self-worth. Hold on. Give me a minute. Oh, so this is actually the energy of, like, social worker, therapist, healer. So maybe that's, like, something that you do, or maybe that's part of your career. Yeah, this is the energy of, like, trying to help others. Possibly those who struggle with addiction, alcohol addictions, drug addicts. Anyways, and then real quick, the Pook, 60, shapeshifter, good and bad, bad and good, paradox and resolution. There's some sort of resolution in a situation that you've been confused about. Information will be revealed. So, I think that's relating to the shark. Okay. Just need a little bit of clarity before we start talking about this shit. So, with Lies the Shadow coming out here, and then the Pook, you may be the therapist friend, or, like, people come to you when they have problems, when they have no one else to turn to. They come to you, Aquarius. They come to you. They expect you to be there for them. They expect you to support them, give them good advice, be a shoulder to cry on, be their pillar, be their beacon of light when all seems lost, when all hope is gone. You are there, Aquarius, giving that hope, right? You're the star in, I was going to say in astrology. You're the star in the tarot. And, you know, you help inspire others. People come to you when they need hope, when they need a good friend, when they need something. You're there always, right? Lies of the Shadows. She's a healer. Now, this could be talking about your career. Like I said in the book, it was mentioned, like, you might be a therapist, you might be something like that, something that helps heal others, or like helping others with their problems, with their issues. Some of you aren't, though. Some of you are just like, you know, your average person, and people just come to you. They're drawn to your energy for whatever reason. You're very healing, and they're drawn to you like a moth to a light, and then they dump all their shit, all their problems, all their issues on you. Something that you need to get better at, for whoever resonates with this so far, is boundaries, your self-worth. It's okay to say no. It's okay to put yourself first. It's not your job to put out everybody's fires, right? If we're talking about, like, this is not relating to your career, because obviously if you are a therapist, that's literally your job, is to listen to people's problems and help them with their shit, right? So obviously that's not for you. But I'm just talking, like, if this is just like day-to-day people dumping all their shit onto you, trauma bonding and all that. It's just like, it can be so draining. It can be so unhealthy. And it makes you uncomfortable, possibly setting boundaries with others, or, you know, voicing your truth, voicing how you feel. With the poo coming out, this talked about resolutions, conclusions, and so I feel like that issue for some of you you're working through it. There's a resolution to that, right? You're resolving that issue of realizing like it's not your job to save everybody, and honestly not everybody wants to be saved. That's another thing. It's like you may have the best intentions for someone and you want someone to work on themselves or to get out of those bad addictions or bad habits, or, you know, you want someone to make healthy changes, but at the end of the day, that is not your job. That is not in your control, and it doesn't matter how good your intentions are. Some people don't want to be saved, and that's okay, and that's on them. Like, if they don't want to be saved, that's their choice, right? That has nothing to do with you, and you shouldn't feel guilty about it. You shouldn't, you know, things like that. Very specific message, you guys. Very specific message. But yeah, I'm just also noticing here in the Pook, their fingers are like glowing, or like his index fingers are his pointer finger is like glowing, and then same with them Lies of the Shadow. Her fingers are glowing. So maybe it's like, again, like whatever it is that you do, it's very healing. It's very nurturing. You just spread so much light, but the downfall of that is like people are drawn to you, but not, what am I saying? The downfall of that is like you attract a lot of heavy, dark, negative energy. Like, it's just, that energy flocks to you for some reason. And so then we have Nelly's the Alchemist, and it's like you have complete control over who and what you give your energy, your power to, the boundaries that you set, what you invest your focus into, right? And so this is full on like magician energy. Like, you have control of like who gets this access to you. You have the responsibility to set those boundaries. And that could be something that maybe you struggle with doing. Like, you don't want to like turn people away when they have problems. You don't want to just be like, man, fuck you, I don't care. Like, I don't know how to explain this exactly. This feels so specific. Like, I don't seem to have the right words, but I mean, that's the vibe I'm getting from this. With the shark, it's like this might be something that happens time and time and time and time again and again and again. It's just like, you love to help people. It feels good knowing like you're making a difference, but you're also just kind of like, you know, especially if the energies are unrequited, like if these are in your friendships, in your family, romance, and you notice that you're always like the savior, you're always the superhero putting out everybody's fires, but then when the roles are reversed, where perhaps maybe you're the one going through it and all you hear is crickets, no one's out there helping you or supporting you, or, you know, definitely rubs you the wrong way. So just some things to think about, things that are being brought up for your to your attention, for your awareness. So it's like, where does this information go? Where does this lead us? I don't know. Let's start pulling some tarot messages. Wow, spent quite some time on those cards, but this seems like it's a specific ass reading, so honestly it might not be for everybody. Check out the other Aquarius reading I did for May if you haven't listened to that already, because this is the second one, so it could be a completely different group that we're picking up on here today. But yeah, it's like it's not your job to save everyone. You gotta save yourself first. Yeah, you just might have a lot of pressure. Anyways, messages for Aquarius, Sun, Rising, Venus. We got the Hierophant backside, along with the Ace of Wands, the Tower, Scorpio energy, having some sort of realization. We also have the Sun backside. I feel like you're really needing to protect your energy. 5 of Cups, see? Yeah. Look at these cards coming out. 4 of Swords, messages for Aquarius for the month of May. Thank you, 10 of Swords. Ow! Okay. Yeah. Pretty heavy. Not like the worst, but it does feel pretty intense. 10 of Pentacles, the Hermit reverse, Ace of Swords. Okay. We have Taurus energy, Scorpio, Leo. Lots of fixed energy coming out here. Like I said, we're in this eclipse energy. We have the lunar eclipse in Scorpio on the 15th, 16th, so you'll be feeling the energy of that for sure. You're having lots of realizations here this month. We even have Judgment at the bottom of the deck. So sudden changes, unexpected change of events, as well as making a major final decision about current situations in your life, relationships in your life, commitments, marriage, even about your own like spirituality or your religious beliefs, things like that. There's like a lot of moving pieces. There's a lot of changes taking place, and you're coming to your own conclusions and realizations about situations, relationships that you're in. Like, you're just realizing a bunch of shit, and there's lots of moving pieces. Like, there's lots of shit going on. You're feeling definitely sensitive. Maybe you recently have gone through some sort of loss, or you could be going through some sort of loss this month. We have 2 10s out here, 10 of Swords and the 10 of Pentacles. So it does indicate like there is something in your life that is reaching completion. And we also have 2 aces out here with the Ace of Swords and the Ace of Wands, which these 2 cards, no, actually, yes, these 2 cards came out for Capricorn as well. And they also had the Ace of Pentacles. So again, if you have any Capricorn placements, definitely give that a listen. But there are new energies as well as endings. So like there's endings to new beginnings. There's like this transition that you're going through this month. So let's break this down. Where do we want to begin? Yeah, there's something that's been a bit destructive to you in your life. What is that about? Just really focusing on this lightning in this card, the Ace of Wands, and how it's striking this tree. And, you know, when a tree gets struck by lightning, it's fucking burnt. It's dead. It's gone. It ain't coming back. So, and with the Hierophant coming out reversed, this is like breaking away from something you were once committed to or invested lots of time and energy into. And the reason why you'd be breaking away or like cutting contracts, things like that, the reason why you'd be doing that is because it's destructive. It's not been a good influence for you. So we'll see what that is about. But the reason why is like you spent time to like reflect and acknowledge whatever that shark energy was talking about. And now that you're coming to your own conclusions, right, there's some sort of resolution here, and you're realizing like, okay, well, I'm left with no other option but to possibly, I'm getting the energy like you could be leaving something behind or walking away or removing something from your life, but we don't have like 8 of Cups in here. But I just feel like you're kind of setting yourself free. When we look at the Hermit, he's like setting this bird free. The bird is flying into the distance, right? And all because you've gotten clarity here. You see the moon in this card. And same with this tower. It's like the tower, it's still standing, right? Foundation's still there, but your perspective on a situation or on these relationships or whatever that you are reflecting on, Aquarius, this month, whatever's being brought to your attention, you're realizing like something's just not working for you. You're realizing like you've outgrown a situation. You realize that you know, maybe you're not being appreciated, or the energies are unrequited, or that you're needing to like really protect your energy or take back your power. I feel like you need to take some time out to be by yourself, have some time to be alone and just kind of disconnect for a moment and just like reevaluate all that's gone on and all that you went through. It does look like you've gone through some sort of ending or loss, whether recently or maybe a little while back, that you're still working on healing from. There's still some sadness that you are trying to overcome. You're trying your best to keep a positive mindset, but there are moments where it still comes up. It comes up from time to time. Like, again, like what I was saying, it's like you could be out with your friends, family, having a good time, celebrating. It's all good vibes. And then all of a sudden those emotions, those thoughts, those memories, those feelings start creeping up, and you're like, oh, I just want to go home. Like, that's literally the vibe, you know? Yeah, so you really need to just take it easy on yourself and be patient. You're being triggered to look at these things or to feel these things this month so that you can completely just like lay it to rest once and for all, right? So if you're feeling these things and you're like, oh my God, I should be over this by now. Why does it still bother me? Let that shit go. Let those expectations go. Just move through it. Like, I don't know why I'm getting that breaststroke swimming. Maybe swimming is something that you like doing or you should get into. Like, literally, why? What am I doing here? Right? Doing that shit. But, like, yeah, just, like, moving through those emotions, those deep-ass, uncomfortable emotions. You're being triggered for a reason. If these emotions, these memories, these feelings are coming up, even things that have happened to you a long time ago, but they're coming up for a reason. So instead of trying to avoid it, instead of trying to like run away from them and try to distract yourself because it's uncomfortable, use this as the opportunity to confront whatever these issues are, whatever these triggers are, whatever these feelings are. Use this as the opportunity to confront this. Look at how in the Ten of Swords, the backside, he's confronting this ending. He's confronting his pain. He's confronting what he experienced. And it's this eclipse energy. You see this? You fucking see this shit? It's like, you need to confront this. You need to face this head on. Transform your pains. Yeah, wow. Very, very powerful energy. I feel like you're kind of just going through this alone too. Like you just might be kind of keeping quiet or keeping to yourself or not really, like you're not announcing this to the world. And when you are around people, you're like, you try to come across like good, you're happy, you're thriving, but on the inside or at times you're kind of going through it, right? But again, it's like a little bursts, little moments that come up, that creep up, that kind of catch you by surprise or catch you off guard. Yeah. Now, if we go back to the lies of the shadows, how I was saying, like, this is the energy of someone who is, like, a healer and takes on all these responsibilities trying to help everybody else. You got to help yourself first. You have to help yourself first, right? Some of you could be benefiting from seeking out professional help or even just having, like, a therapist or, you know, someone who you can talk to, who even like a trusted friend or family member. Sometimes it's about asking for that support, asking for that assistance. And that's nothing you should be ashamed of or embarrassed of. That could help you big time. All right. There could be some changes to, you know, your money, your finances, your home, your stability. I don't think it's anything negative though. There's not a lot to go on with that. Let's wait, Judgment, 3 of Swords, 4 of Cups. Yeah, okay. What should we look into? This candle was just making a little sound. Or let's just see if there's any other messages, because I don't really feel called to clarify any of this. So let's just see, are there any like final thoughts, final messages for Aquarius to keep in mind moving through this month? Any extra messages, insight, or advice for Aquarius for the month of May as they move through this energy? Any other messages? We have the Two of Pentacles. Really maintain your balance. You may also have some choices to make. I do just want to throw out there, if you do have any choices that you have to decide coming up, make sure that you're coming from a balanced place in your mind, right? We don't want to be making impulsive decisions based off our feelings. Feelings are temporary. They normally fade out quickly. So don't make any like long-term decisions based off temporary feelings. We also have the Knight of Wands coming out with the Fool. Looks like you're taking some sort of action, or taking a risk, or moving in a new direction. Page of Swords backside, and the Two of Cups. Two of Cups could be about a relationship. Ooh, that's interesting. Very weird. you know, a little side story I'm picking up on here. Might not be for everyone. So we do have Aries energy as well as Aquarius coming through, your element, and your zodiac sign. What am I saying? So Two of Pentacles, Knight of Wands, and the Fool definitely looks like after taking some time, going back and forth, weighing out your options, or kind of going back and forth about a choice or a decision, looks like you make up your mind and you shoot your shot, or you're taking a risk on something. Now, another little thing that I'm picking up on here, we have the Page of Swords backside, Two of Cups, and the Four of Pentacles. Is this, hold on, which one is the backside? Okay, that's the front. Okay. Four of Pentacles, Two of Cups, and the Page of Swords backside. So I don't know if you see this here. In the Two of Cups, there's an individual in the back. So it's almost like third party. So, and then the Four of Pentacles. Like, some of you maybe had found out, maybe this is relating to an ending that you went through and that you're trying to overcome, or trying to let go, or trying to make peace with, or move on from. It's like maybe that Four of Pentacles indicating the situation that you're holding on to. For some, you're holding on to a situation where maybe you found out there was a third party, or maybe you were the third party. And with that Page of Swords coming out backside or reverse, it's like still trying to get the full clarity or the full picture. This could also be indicating like blocks in communication, or not on speaking terms with somebody, but yet you're still holding on, you're still clinging on to this. And so with the Two of Pentacles, you're like, do I hold on to this? Do I move on from this? Do I redirect my energy? That could be a way we can interpret this. And I also just want to point out, in the distance, don't these look like dominoes? Now, it's kind of a shame because in this deck, this vice versa deck, I think I got, like, the scam version of it, like, not the actual, the one from the actual author. I feel like this was, I got it off Amazon, but I don't think I actually got the real version. So the booklet that came with it did not explain, like, any of the imagery. So it literally was just like, it was like one line per each card. I'm like, wow, that's nice. So I guess it's up to my own interpretation. I got this like a year ago or whatever. But it's I feel like these are dominoes. So like, you know how dominoes go, you hit one and then it strikes another, it strikes another, it strikes another. So it feels like there could be some sort of like domino effect, or if like, maybe if it wasn't for this loss or this ending that you went through, maybe it plays a significant role in your life of like the journey that you're headed to, or headed to go, you're headed on, you're going down, like there's a bigger plan that you're just not seeing yet, but it ties to a whole big thing that your life is gonna have, or like, what am I saying? Like, it's all part of this whole journey that you're on. If it wasn't for this experience, you'd be in a completely different place. So trust that, like, whatever loss that you went through is all part of the plan. And also know, like, when you do go through loss, as sucky as it might be, as painful as it might be, keep in mind, like, when you're going through loss, that is creating space. It's creating space for new things to come in. So if this was, like, a big-ass loss, like something huge, right? And it was impactful as hell, just know the opposite. There's going to be an impactful gain in the near future. So just keep that in mind. I know it's still not going to take away the pain. Just know, like, you went through some sort of loss, something new is coming in. If you go through a loss of a relationship, or you notice that relationships in your life are starting to kind of fade out, right? You're creating space for new relationships. Sooner or later, new connections are coming in, and they're going to take the place of whatever fell out, that whatever wasn't serving you. So just keep that in mind. There's a rhyme and a rhythm, reason and a season, blessing and a lesson. All right, I need to stop rhyming. So I think we're going to leave your reading here. Lots of different messages, you guys. Pretty intense reading, but all will be well. You'll push through this. It's a very transformative month for you. You'll learn a lot, you'll grow a lot, but there are good things coming in. So hold faith to that, claim it, it's yours, and yeah, I'm gonna let you guys go. Thank you for watching. If this resonated, let me know in the comments below. If you want to book a private reading with me, the information for that is in the description box. And yeah, if you want to follow me on my social media, Instagram, TikTok, both at Jade Stone Tarot. And yeah, take care. I'll talk to you in the next one. Bye.